Welcome to CADWorx Engineering Software Learning Blog. In this video, we're going to look at how we can create a structural model and then export into structural analysis program. So let's get started. I'm using BricsCAD along with CADWorx Structure 2018. First, let me add some grid lines to insert columns and beams along those grid lines. So I have inserted few grid lines vertically and horizontally, and I'm going to add few beams at the height of 3000. You can define column length, so it makes easy to insert columns at the intersections of each and every grid lines. Okay, so the rest of the columns are going to be 8000 high, and the next thing we need to do is need to add beams between two columns, so we can use the beam elevation option. So this is going to be 3000. So for the first level it's going to be 3000, and for the next level is going to be 6000. So we just need to select the two columns, and CADWorx Structure will insert a beam between those two columns. And if you have a column in between two columns, then it will cope or trim those columns to suit them. I forgot to put one of the columns there, so this is a perfect example to what you can do afterwards. So let me add another column at 6000 length, and once I select that, it will chop the rest of the beams or crop them to fit the requirements. Now I'm going to add some bracings. Just select the pattern, select the profile that you need for bracings, and just select the top of the beam, and we'll put bracings in place. So it's so easy with CADWorx Structure. Once I'm happy with the bracing, next thing I need to do is add some base plates. So adding base plates, it's also easy. Let's add grating first. So just select all the beams, and it will put the grating between them. Okay, so if I switch to render view, I can see gratings being placed. And the next thing I want to do is I want to put plates. Just select the thickness of the plate, select the dimension, length and width, and then select the columns. All I need to do is just pick all the columns and done. Pretty easy. So I can see all the base plates have been inserted underneath the column. Next thing I want to do is I want to put handrails. Select the profile. I'm using the one that I have customized for this demo. So I'm just going to select the beams and press enter, and we'll put the handrails around the perimeter. Same thing for the upper platform. Select the columns and press enter. Done. So it's so easy to put the handrails now. Let's add some foundation objects. Now this is something new in 2018, where you can add footings on. So I have a slab and then a footing. Now I'm selecting base plates to put the footing underneath the base plate. But if you don't have a base plate, you just select the column and it will put the footing underneath. Next thing we need to do is we need to add some ladders and stairs. So yep, looks pretty good. Let's add stairs. You can select the profiles, you can customize it. You can have stairs with handrails or without handrails. You can have stairs with the connection to the beams. So I'm just selecting the insert point, and I'm just going to select the midpoint of that beam, and then I need to define the height, which is going to be the base plate, and then I'm just going to define the direction, and done. It has inserted stairs with the handrails. Now I'm going to trim the handrails to make an opening for the stairs. Similar to that, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the ladders this time rather than the stairs. Same procedure. Select the beam, select the insertion point. I'm selecting midpoint, and then define the height, which is the lower platform, and done. You can double click on it, rotate by 180 degree. Okay, so that's it, and it has now created good looking platform. Now I'm going to hand over to Gary, and Gary will import this into a structure analysis program. Thank you.